Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Kiki, the unapologetic African lesbian and entrepreneur. Please, if you can see the iron shirt, please forgive it. When I wore it, I was like, oh, it's not going to show on camera, Kiki, I'm just going to wear it. But now I can see that it shows, and believe you me, I'm not about to get up from here and start looking for something else to wear. To do these videos, so just bear with me as I wear my own iron shirt. It's all about the content, what I say, not what I wear. Is it? Or it's a bit of both. I don't know, but yeah. And also there's something in my eye here. It's just messing me up, to be honest with you. It's been there for like 2 days and it's really annoying. But anyways, if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing, as I post very fun content, the Ask Kiki segment, every Friday at before 5 p.m. GMT. And the Ask Kiki segment is just basically all about questions that my subscribers, viewers ask me, and I answer them on camera. These questions can be anything from entrepreneurship, LGBT and lifestyle, and answer them on camera, and I just definitely post them on my YouTube channel. So this is one of those videos. So today's video, obviously you guys have read the title, so you know what this is about. So I got a question from a married Cameroonian, and just to say, before I read the question, just to say that I have received quite a lot of messages like this from so many women, especially African women across the globe. And you guys know I'm not a marriage counselor, right? Like, you know that. But you keep asking me these questions. Last week I received 3 of these questions, so I just decided to do with other questions as well. So I just decided to do a video on this. Maybe you guys would let it be, or this can be a video for somebody who is struggling around this same issue. And also to say that I am not, this is a disclaimer, I am not a marriage counselor, I am not a professional. Please speak to a professional before you attempt any advice or anything I've said in this video. But anyway, in my mind I was like, I'm going to come here and try to be politically correct. But you know what, I'm just going to give you the way it is, the way what I would do if I was in that situation. Okay, so I got this question from a viewer. And she said, "Hi Kiki, I am a Cameroonian based in Dubai. I am 36 years old. I am a married woman. There's never a day I enjoy or desire making love to my husband. I do sleep with him just to satisfy him. My best moment is when I'm together with my girlfriend. I cherish every moment spent with her. If I tell you I am happy with my marriage, I'm a big liar. Just wish to ask you, how can I resolve this? To me alone, I can easily quit it, but due to my kids and the society, I'm just in a dilemma. Please, I need your advice on this." So I got a similar question as well from a woman in the USA. She's based in the USA, and this one is 36 years old. With this one, she was very clear that she's in love with a girl, outside marriage, a girl she's been seeing, and she doesn't want to be with her husband, blah blah. It was the same stuff. When I say blah blah blah, sometimes it's not me being disrespectful. It's just blah blah blah, as in that and that and this and that, and like the dot, not blah blah blah, like, oh, it's not also offensive, blah blah blah. But I think I need to stop doing it, to be honest, because some people might find it offensive. So she sent me a similar question as well. Then I also received another question from a girl in this one was much younger, a girl in Germany, who asked me a similar question. But I feel like if you guys keep asking me this, and I'm not a marriage counselor, let me just answer it. So the first things first, what I'm going to say here is this. I've never been married before, but I've never heard of somebody who is married and is happy all the time. Never. You understand? To begin with, I've been asking myself, like, but why are there so many women in within the African community with the same problem? Because trust me, I've not just been asked the same question. I have also been in lesbian groups or LGBTQ groups, and a lot of married women there, with the same problem. They're married, but they need a girlfriend. So it's been nagging me, like, why are there so many people with this problem? And the only thing that made sense to me is the fact that within the African community, homosexuality is still seen as an African, even though it's very African. And people tend to marry to please society and their parents rather than being happy. Of course, it's illegal as well in most African countries, so people might just get married to live within the laws, to be honest with you. So yes, so I've thought about that a lot, and that's the only thing that made sense. Okay, I also know I've also spoken to a few guys who are married to women who don't want to be with those women. They don't enjoy being with those women sexually. Who just the same thing that a lady said. A guy said it to me. You understand? Even though he was in love with another guy in that situation. But yeah, now going to what she asked me, let me just see what she asked me again. But going into what she asked me, I'm just going to start by asking her this. And obviously, if you're in a situation like this, then you need to ask yourself these questions as well. So I'm going to ask her, first of all, are you unhappy with the marriage because your husband is doing something you don't like, or there's a conflict between you guys that doesn't sit right with you? Or you're unhappy because you're with the wrong gender, you want to be with a woman, but you're trapped in a relationship, in a marriage with a man. Okay. And then the second thing is, I'm going to say this: have you tried to have a conversation with your husband to tell him you're unhappy? You understand? And if you have kids as well, how have the kids picked up on the energy between you and your husband? One of the things I'm going to say is this: I know a lot of people who are in unhappy marriages, and they either stay there just because they're afraid of leaving, they're afraid of the unknown, they're staying there because of their kids, they're staying there because of religious beliefs, they're staying there because they're afraid of what people would say. So I've seen a lot of that. And what you don't know, especially for people who say that they're staying there because of the kids are very, very sensitive to parental energy. And if there's constant conflict in the house, a child is going to lose, or the child's sense of security is going to be threatened. You understand? And that child might grow up to have a very low self-esteem, as well as anxiety and trust issues. Okay, so if you're staying in an unhappy marriage just because you're doing it for your kids, you might be doing the opposite. You might be, instead of making them happy, you might be harming them in the long run. Okay, and now let's forget about the kids and think about you, the married person, asking me as well. Do you know that staying in an unhappy marriage can have long-term effects on your mental health, your physical health? In fact, studies have shown that people who stay in unhealthy marriages or bad marriages suffer from low self-esteem. Do you know that? And to be honest with you, personally, let me stop asking these questions and going round and round it. Personally, yeah, this is what I would do. If I'm not happy in a relationship or in a marriage and have done everything to try to sort things out, I would leave. If I'm not happy in a marriage because I am with the wrong gender, I would leave. However, if I'm unhappy in a marriage because of one or two things that need to be sorted out or blah, 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 I would try to see a marriage counselor. I would try to have a conversation around these issues. I would try to work things out. But if I am unhappy because I'm probably in love with somebody else, the wrong gender, I would leave. It's not fair on your husband. It's not fair that you don't like making love to him. It's not fair that he needs somebody who wants to be with him because they want to be with him. Somebody who is making love to him because they want to make love to him. Not somebody who's making love to him out of duty or out of satisfying him. You understand? So personally, I would leave. Okay? And I'm going to say this, yeah. I've heard this like so many times. I don't know if you guys have heard it. You other lesbians watching this have heard it. I've heard people throw this around like, I wish I was married to a woman because it's much easier, or I wish I was dating a woman because it's much easier. Husbands are harder to please. They cheat. And I'm like, huh? My dear, women cheat as well. You think dating a woman is easy? I think I mentioned one of my videos as well that imagine women can be very emotional. Imagine those two emotions together. So it can be really crazy sometimes, okay? So Ask yourself these questions. Are you unhappy because you are with the wrong gender, or are you unhappy because of certain issues within the marriage? You understand? Are you unhappy with the sexual part of the marriage and happy with the other parts of the marriage, or you're happy with everything? You're unhappy with everything in the marriage. Okay, I think if you find out that you're sad and most of the or everything within the marriage is pissing you off, or you're unhappy with it, then leave. Stop worrying about what people would say, and stop staying in bad marriages or unhappy marriages because of kids, because in the long run, like I mentioned, those kids are going to come out damaged. They're going to be very insecure adults, have trust issues, have low self-esteem, suffer from anxiety. Kids are very sensitive to conflict within marriage. I tell you what, you understand? And leaving your husband or leaving your wife, it doesn't mean that you can't still be in those kids' life. Okay, and if you have kids, I'm going to say here that keep the divorce as keep conflict out of divorce as much as you can. Okay, because any conflict in divorce will affect those kids. Okay, but if you're unhappy in a marriage because you're with the wrong gender, please find the strength to leave now. Life is too short, to be looking at somebody and be like, what's this? Life is too short. Find somebody that makes you happy. And the worst thing, to be honest with you, is to be with somebody and be lonely. Like, it's better to be single and lonely than to be with somebody and lonely. Like, that's just the worst of it. But anyways, like I said again, this is just based on my perspective. I'm going to ask viewers as well, what do you think about this? Let me just read the question again before I close. What do you think about this? What do you think you should do? Because I just answered based on my perspective. Maybe you guys who are married can have a bit more to say about this. You understand? Because I get asked this all the time, and to be honest with you, I'm like, okay, let me just answer then. So she like I said again, she said, "Hi Kiki, I'm a Cameroonian based in Dubai. I'm 38 years old and a married woman. There's never a day I enjoy or desire making love to my husband. I do sleep with him just to satisfy him. My best moment is when I'm together with my girlfriend. I cherish every moment spent with her. If I tell you I'm happy with my marriage, I'm a big liar. Just wish to ask you, how can I resolve this? To me alone, I can easily quit it. But due to kids and the society, I'm just in a dilemma. Please, I need your advice on this." So if you're married, or if you have another perspective, you can contribute to this particular topic, please do contribute. But anyways, personally, I feel like no matter what we say, the decision is hers to make. She has to decide what she needs to do. If does she want to stay in an unhappy marriage? Does she want to try to work things out? Which I don't know how that would work if she's unhappy because she's married to the wrong gender, or she wants to leave. It's the decision rests on our shoulders, to be honest with you, no matter what we say. But I just want to know, because I know that a lot of women out there, a lot of African women out there have this problem. So if you can leave your own perspective on the comment section, it'll be really nice. But anyways, that was it, guys. Please do consider subscribing to my channel, and obviously until next time, bye.